Hiya, and welcome to another one of my videos. So today I'm going to be talking a bit more about kratom and about my favourite strains and how I consume my kratom. So I've got some kratom here. It's mixed in my Starbucks coffee mug at the moment. Basically I take however much I'm going to take, about 6 to 8 grams I take in one go, and get some hot water, just boiled water, mix it into a paste. Then I add quite a bit more because it doesn't seem to dissolve properly unless you put quite a bit of hot water in. And I get my favourite fruit juice, orange juice, whatever. I used apple juice the other day. Pour that in on top and keep stirring and keep the spoon, because what I find as you're drinking it, unless you really gulp it down really fast, as you're drinking it, it starts to sort of settle at the bottom, so you need to keep stirring. Otherwise, by the time you get to the bottom, you've got big globs coming out, and it's really kind of gross and disgusting on that. So, yeah, that's one way that I do it. Another way is I make like a fruit smoothie. I also put turmeric and black pepper in because A, they're great anti-inflammatories, and B, because they basically potentiate the effects of the kratom, which is obviously helpful to have. Plus, you know, you get the anti-inflammatory bit of it too, which is great. So I'm just gonna take a sip. I'll probably end up with. I haven't got any on my teeth this time. It is very bitter. Now I take all over my teeth. I take kratom on an empty stomach. I find it works best for me. Some people say eat with food, do what works for you, but I find personally that it just goes better. I get much stronger effects if I take it on an empty stomach. So. What's going on with my airflow there? Doesn't seem quite right. Cheers. That's a good cup of tea, So, kratom. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the strains I've tried, what effects I've got, and basically tell you what my favourite strains are. So the first strain I bought was barley red, which when I took my first dose, which I took like basically like 3/4 of a teaspoon, which is like less than 2 grams, so like 1.5 grams, something like that. And I was like, whoa, it knocked me, like, because the red in it sort of sedated me slightly. I felt quite, like, my coordination kind of went a bit to pot. I'm a wheelchair user, and basically I was like steering my wheelchair around the house, but like crashing into everything, so I just couldn't quite seem to control the movement as well, so it was quite funny. And it did have an effect on my pain. It did work. Not as good as other strains I've tried since, but it did have an effect on my pain. I seem to notice it less. My perception about the pain had changed. So anyway, favourite strain. So other strains I've tried. So one of my favourite strains is, I love the only white I've tried, white Sumatran white. I got it from I think it was Perfect Kratom. Yeah, Perfect Kratom, which I will leave the website for down below. And anyway, so yeah, the first time I took it, I mixed, I can't remember what else, I think it was maybe some green MD, something like that, and I took a teaspoon of white, because I knew the white was like a fast strain, so and I was sitting down, and like literally about 20 minutes later, I was like, whoa, the effects had kicked in. Like, I was seriously like wired. I was like, no, I felt really super energized. I was like, whoa, everything, my vision went a bit, woo, like everything was, everything seemed like different, but I couldn't really describe how or why. And it was a really good thing. And I suddenly realised that my pain had reduced. Like, normally my pain, out of a scale of 10 being the worst pain and 0 being no pain, my pain score tends to range from about 5 up to like 8 or 9. And I could have said that my pain rated down to like 2 or 1, so that's a massive difference in how much pain I was experiencing. all thanks to the kratom. So anyway, going on there. So my favourite strain. So I like Sumatran White. That's a really, really awesome one. Green MD is also another one of my favourites. Green MD, I use that on a daily basis, usually as my morning or my afternoon. But I don't take straight strains. I tend to mix, and I don't take the same thing every day, you know what I mean? So I'm always mixing. So I'm always mixing the strain up to stop me from getting the same strain syndrome, where basically if you stay on the same strain, your body becomes sort of immune to it, as it were, and you don't get the effects, and you get a tolerance to it. So if you keep switching your strains, you don't form that tolerance in the same way. So it's best to find a few that you like and kind of shuffle them around throughout the day. Like I said, I mix stuff all the time because I like the effects of one and the effects of another. So yeah, Green MD is always a really good one to turn to. Again, I got mine from Perfect Kratom. Just have a bit more. I'm trying to get it in, get this pain under control. It's still quite hot at the moment. So yeah, Green MD I love. I found two awesome ones. One's a green strain, I think the one's like a yellow. It's not quite a white, but it's really cool. Cambodian and Vietnamese kratom. Both really awesome. I got these from kratom.co.uk. Super awesome effects, and they're like a cousin of Green MD. So you get some of the good effects of Green MD. So like, it claims that you'll feel like you'll get quite like you sense of euphoria, which I do usually get. I usually get like when I know I'm going to get a really good kratom hit, I get like all over my body. I feel like this heat rising up. And when I feel that, I know the kratom's going to work and it's going to kick in. As I said, I use kratom for pain relief, but I also get, because I take it at the right dose, I usually get the stimulation. So it helps give me energy because I have chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, whatever you want to call it, as well. And at one point before I was taking kratom and CBD oil, I was like this every day, just sitting here, and even just holding my head up hurt, everything hurt. Vaping was so much effort, it was so tiring. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't think properly, and I couldn't sleep either, because you get so tired you can't sleep, and you can't sleep at night. And that's the one thing now. So I'm on kratom and CBD. In the last 3 weeks, I've not had a single night where I haven't slept all night, and I wake up about 6-7 o'clock in the morning and I'm ready to go, which is something unheard of me before. I just couldn't wake up in the morning or get up. I found it so hard. I'd get up and then I'd just fall asleep in this chair anyway. But like, it's amazing how much it's helping me, and I just want, if any of you UK folks, to know, unfortunately that it's going to be banned in April. If there's anything we can do to stop this, be it a petition or anything, we need to make sure that we get our names out there, because kratom isn't an evil drug. It's not. It's a lot of head shops selling it, but making the extract of it at like 40 times. 30 times strength, something like that, and that's not a pure kratom product. The kratom you can buy from good vendors is top quality kratom. It's not dangerous, you can't overdose on it. It's helping so many people. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories of people using it. They've either had like drug addictions, or they've become addicted to pain medication, and they've used kratom to actually come off those medications and set them free from the drugs. And I've basically done the same thing. I've come off my morphine, and I've replaced it with 2 natural products that give me the best pain relief ever. More pain relief than morphine could ever deliver. But there we go. I realise the video's going on a bit now, so I'll just quickly sum up. So yeah, I love my red strains. I use red strains in the afternoon, and not always in the afternoon, but definitely in the evening as my bedtime one. I go for my whites and greens in the morning to get me up and going. I said I will give you the links to the 2 shops where I buy my kratom. Seems to be really good quality, and I think you can buy in bulk, you can wholesale. So if you're going to stock up before this ban, you can literally buy yourself like a few kilos and stuff, and that should keep you going for quite a while. But anyway, so here, that's all for today. So I will say cheers, enjoy your kratom, drink responsibly, and I hope that you all get some relief and do as well as I've managed to do with it. Yeah, low pain day to everybody. Peace out. Bye.